Good morning, gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about discipline. If you've ever wondered why it's been so difficult for you to maintain discipline when it comes to controlling your out-of-control behavior or controlling any aspect of your life, any aspect of reboot capital, such as your financial reboot capital, staying disciplined in that area. Maybe it's your social reboot capital if you're single and trying to be in a relationship, maintaining consistency in that area. Maybe it's your emotional reboot capital and building yourself up emotionally, being able to build awareness of your emotions. And if you just find yourself going on these streaks, right? That's the word. Streaks. Fucking hate that word. And then you're back in apathy. Well, this is for you. Now, I'm J.K. Mazie. I'm the founder of Elevated Recovery, and I'm the head coach at the Porn Reboot coaching system. This is Porn Reboot Coach in the Porsche, and we help ambitious, highly motivated executives, business owners, and professionals to end their secret out-of-control behavior with pornography, sex, and masturbation, which is interfering with their success discreetly in the quickest amount of time possible. We've been doing this for a decade right now. One of the things that I can confidently say in my life that I have built up is my self-discipline. As a matter of fact, I am probably disciplined to a fault in some areas of my life, meaning that I have to actually scale it back a little bit because things around me start breaking. That's all I'm going to say about that. I let my lifestyle do the rest of the talking. One of the mistakes I've noticed that brothers make is they think that the concept of discipline is something that must be applied to their behavior. But while that is true, it does start with your thoughts. You have to learn how to discipline your thoughts before you can have any form of sustained discipline in your behavior. As a matter of fact, when you learn how to discipline your thoughts, you're going to notice that your behavior when it comes to discipline lasts a much longer period of time. And in the Porn Reboot system, a lot of what we do is based on self-awareness. And some guys find that annoying. They're like, what? I need to become aware of my feelings. I need to understand what's happening with my urges and why I'm feeling this way. I need to become a more mindful person. Yes, because everything begins here. Everything begins right here. Now, the way to start disciplining your thoughts, I'm not going to give you any specific techniques because we have an abundance of that within the Porn Reboot system, but I am going to tell you just a few simple things that you need to do, right? The first thing that you need to know before you can even embark on this journey of disciplining your thoughts is you need to know exactly what it is that you want. What do you want? And you need to know that with absolute clarity. Now, let's talk about your out-of-control sexual behavior. I have been harping this entire year. The theme of this year has been defining your reboots. What is rebooting to you? Yeah, we have the industry definition. But what is it to you? What is it going to do for you? Why are you even listening to my video up to this point? What made you give a shit in the first place? Define it very clearly. I want this, I want this, I want this. Quantify it. Gentlemen, there was a time when I was broke. There was a time when I was homeless. There was a time that I had zero skills, zero marketable skills. I could not even do fucking customer service. Why? Because I thought I was introverted. I thought I was a loner. I had no social skills. I was awkward. People probably thought I was autistic. I couldn't make eye contact with people. I was constantly distracted. I had a negative loop, this constant loop of negativity. Just negative thoughts, negative self-talk. The entire time, I was talking shit to myself 24 hours a day. I had to define exactly what it was that I wanted for myself. I read all the books. I read all the self-help books out there. But the only thing I got from this is I had to decide what I was going to get. I had to decide what I was going to sacrifice in order to get that thing. I had to decide why I was doing that. And I defined it. Guys, everything from this fucking Porsche Everything from my body, everything from the way I look, even my fucking hair, all of those things were defined. I created an avatar of myself and the things that that avatar would want in his life. Sometimes I'm even afraid to say it. When I look at my girl, when I look at my life, I go like, what the fuck? This is what I defined. Now don't get me wrong. While things here are good, I still want more. But I've defined those things clearly and I've accomplished them. And the moment I defined them clearly, gentlemen, I was able to discipline my thoughts to start getting there. Every thought that came up, is this thought leading me exactly to what I want? The avatar of JK. It is absolutely fucking selfish. I was selfish as fuck to get what I wanted because I realized that nobody was going to do it for me. No one was going to do it for me. I could pray as much as I want. I could do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. People would only say things to make me feel better so that they could be comfortable, including my parents. In fact, my parents are probably the only people who were just like, I just want you to be happy. But they didn't realize that the things that they were doing and the things they were encouraging me to do and give up on were going to make me unhappy in the long run. So that's the first thing. What is it that you want? Why do you want it? Why? I don't know about you, I could not bear the thought of being a loser. I just couldn't. Guys, are you tired of cringing at your fucking self? Like you don't even know you're cringing at yourself, right? In fact, you can't even cringe because you're living the cringe life, right? I remember going to the fucking Walmart. Card declined. I remember going to talk to girls and they're just looking at me going like, what the fuck are you saying? You fucking weirdo. I remember my friends back then, I don't know if they were even my friends at this point, going like, dude, you got body odor. Dude, you stink. I didn't even have hygiene in my early 20s, guys. It seems as if I'm throwing together random things, but I was absolutely fucking clueless, guys. I was sick and tired of that. Internally, I wanted to be something else desperately. Many of you guys, internally, there is something that you want desperately. You don't know how to get there. You haven't defined it for yourself. And so you will latch on to anybody and anything that will tell you that you can do it. But nobody has taught you how to discipline your thoughts so that you can actually begin to discipline your behavior. So many of you are medicating the gap between where you are and that image you see because you've made it an ideal. You've just made it this huge ideal of a place you would like to get to. You don't even believe that you can get there. You really don't. And so you're medicating with pornography. So you have to define the why. And it preferably has to be something that fucking, you just can't live. I could not live, guys. I was going to become who I wanted to be, or that was it. I was going to check out. I am not saying that you should do that. I'm just saying that's the kind of person I was. I did not give myself a choice. Let me explain something to you guys at this point in my life. I am no one special. There are probably hundreds of thousands of men who have been able to get ahead and accomplish their goals faster, probably even in a more smart way than me. They're much smarter than I am. I've realized that I'm not a super smart dude. So I just fucking did what I could. I just disciplined myself, created the person I wanted to be, and I just fucking forged ahead, right? I've seen guys do and accomplish the things that I wanted to accomplish. It took them, 20s, and they did it. Like between the ages of like 23 and 28, they fucking made it, right? They got bigger than in terms of net worth, in terms of the body they want, in terms of the sexual life they want, in terms of happiness. They accomplished that stuff in a very short amount of time. I'm pushing 40, guys, right? I'm 38 years old. But my point is this. I've accomplished those things, and my timeline is different. I just want to take a moment to address that, because some guys think that if they don't accomplish those things ASAP, that they will fail. And I have to address this because in today's world, it's so easy to compare. When I was coming up, when I was hustling, when I was trying to make it, when I was trying to reboot, there was nothing like Instagram. I couldn't compare myself to people across the world. I could only compare myself to the people who are around me, who were around me at that point. But now so many of you guys have absolutely unrealistic idea of what it takes to succeed. So I just want to address that when you decide your why, dedicate your life to that why till you accomplish it. And then you can create for yourself a new why. Right? The final thing is action. Once you've decided what it is that you want, once you've decided why you want it, well, guys, now it's time to work. I remember many years ago, I was on a date with a girl, brought her back to my place, and the date literally just ended. It didn't go forward. Nothing happened because she kept asking me these questions. Like, it was years ago. She said, "Why do you go to the gym all the time?" She's like, "You go to the gym like every day. Like, that's so weird." And I was like, okay, well, I go to the gym every day because I believe, even though there might be a more efficient way, I believe that when I go to the gym every day, for my body type, I'm able to maintain that body type. Like, for me, I have to do that in order to maintain that body type. That's the first reason, my belief. And the second reason is because mentally, it keeps me strong. Because every day for me, she didn't know, I didn't tell her about rebooting or anything like that. I said, every day for me, there is the risk of struggle. And I need to struggle first thing in the morning every day. The biggest struggle, I need to bring it into my life. I need to wake up in the morning and be like, life, let's go. And then I need to fuck it up. I need to push my mind and my body. I didn't tell her this exactly. Now I'm going off. I'm paraphrasing what I said in a more motivational way. But that was the deal. She still thought it was weird as fuck. Nothing happened. It just, from then onwards, I just was not attracted to women who did not have any sort of, it didn't matter what it was. It didn't have to be fitness, but any understanding of that. The reason I'm sharing that, gentlemen, is because when you take action, action has to be done every day. Rory Vaden, he sold books years ago. He coined a phrase, success is not free. It is rented, I believe. And the rent is due every day. Right? I love that. I stole that phrase and used it for rebooting. The rent is due every single day. There is no balance. Even on my free days, Monday, my ass is still in the gym. My ass is going on a hike. My ass is sitting on a cushion, cranking 2 hours of meditation. The effort that has to be put in for some guys is tremendous. Do not get, I've read so many books. I've read books about slowing down. I fucking slow down. I meditate for 2 hours a day. And let me explain something to you guys. As a guy who's gone at breakneck speeds and as a guy who has gone slow as fuck, a guy who has tried all those things. Not every man is meant to succeed. Not every man is meant to get the hot chick. Not every man is meant to drive an exotic car. Not every man is going to build a certain kind of body. Not every man is going to have a certain net worth. Not every man is going to be strong, independent, and have freedom from this society that we live in. Not every man is going to be free internally. There are so many things in society that you don't know that they conspire to slow you down. Do not look at the outliers who are preaching to you and telling you, the gurus who are telling you that if you do this, if you do this, if you do this, you're going to be successful. I have never been to some big ass fucking conference to look at some motherfucker on a stage. I don't need to do that. I don't need to be among the masses. I will be the person on the stage. That's the belief I've had. I don't even have interest in being on a stage, frankly speaking. But I understand that there is something different about these guys, right? You have to create that for yourself. You have to understand that there are so many forces working against you, so many, that the effort you put into your what and your why is ridiculous. It has to be ridiculous, right? Man, I am passionate about this, but today I'm really lacking the words, because as I speak now, gentlemen, what I think about is I think about all the guys and all the people that sometimes I have respect for who suddenly pop out and they go like, you need to slow down. Slow down, you need to sleep more. You need to do this and do this. And you look at those successful people telling you that shit. Go back and look at their story. Go back and look at when they were going for their what and their why. A lot of them have forgotten. A lot of them will preach balance, right? They will preach slow down. They will preach spend time with your family, with your daughter and with your son, because when you die, blah, 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 blah. They can only do that because at a certain point in their life, they knew their what, they knew their why, and they took crazy action. Then they will go back when they're worth $100 million, and then they will tell you, oh, but I regret it. Motherfucker, your net worth is up. You got all the shit you want already, and you're going to preach to us from a stage or from a channel and tell us that we should take it easy. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't. So gentlemen, let me round this up because I'm getting into like rant territory, just right in my mouth. Number one, you must discipline your thoughts. Start with that. The thoughts, everything. You want to wake up in the morning and go to the gym, it's your thoughts that's stopping you from being disciplined, right? Oh, I have a strong urge. Oh, there's a device that's unsecured around me. It's your thoughts first. I'm not the type of person who can quit porn. I can't believe that I'm ever going to be a person that's going to quit porn. This is not in my reality. I live in this country. I look like this. I'm broke. I have ADHD. I have autism. They diagnose it. Thoughts. All in your fucking head. So you've got to work on that shit first. And you start working on that shit by you write down exactly what the fuck you want. And every single day you reinforce it. I have a storage room here in Wichita that has boxes full of yellow pads. And you know the only thing on those yellow pads? Do you know the only thing there? It is 17 years. I shit you not. But I'm scared of opening. I haven't opened that place for 3 years. I just pay every month $49 for that place, right? Pages over pages over pages of my written goals, of my visualizations, of my affirmations, over and over and over and over and over again. That's what it took for me. Now, maybe you're one of those lucky guys watching this and going like, that's bullshit. I made it. I quit porn. I have my ideal life. And this dude doesn't get it. This dude is missing a piece of the puzzle. He needs to work smart before he can work hard. That's all good. He doesn't need to know his what. He needs to know his why. But this one is for those of you guys who you have nothing. You're a normie, you're an NPC, you're a non-player character, which is what I was. And you want to be a character in the game. You want to be a hero in a game that you have created, or in this game, it doesn't matter. Then you're going to have to go through that journey. Clearly defining what you want, and no judgments. It doesn't matter how fucking ridiculous it may sound when you do it, write that shit down. After that, determine why the fuck you want it. Why do I want to quit porn? Why do I want to build up my body? Why do I want to do all these things? And then take action, right? I didn't end up selling books door to door for 11 years by accident. I knew exactly what I wanted to do and why I wanted to do it. I suddenly realized, I was like, holy shit, I need trial by fire because I'm a lazy motherfucker. I have years and years and years of negative conditioning. I believe I am a loser. And I went out there to kill that guy every day, knocking on doors. People came, people went, I recruited people, they left. People asked, dude, why are you still knocking doors? You're a grown-ass man. Leave it to the younger guys. Nope. I knocked doors till I didn't give a fuck about what neighborhood I went in, whose house I went in, what they said. Whether they called the cops, whether they yelled at me, whether they pulled a gun at me, I gave zero fucks. Whether the entire neighborhood talked shit about me on Facebook, start a Facebook group about this motherfucker's organization of people coming into our neighborhoods, my fucks were zero. It was at that point I was like, okay, cool. I need to go into something else. And there were options for me, gentlemen. I could have gone into sales trading, but I picked the hard shit, which is working with you fuckers. And I love you guys when I say that. To help you end one of the toughest things ever. This industry, don't worry about it, okay? I'll worry about it. But this industry is one of the fucking toughest industries. Why? Because it's filled. When you struggle with an out of control behavior, you are filled with skepticism. You are filled with doubts. You have the belief of relapse. There's the reality of relapse. It is very difficult to quantify what is success when it comes to addiction recovery. This is why many people shy away from this. This is why the industry is so fucking shady. Whether it is AA, rehab centers, so much weird sober living places, so much weird shady shit happening. And I was like, you know what? I like that. I like the fact that there's something like this where I have overcome it. I can step in here and I can actually make a difference and make my voice, whether it takes me my entire life, from all the fucking noise in the industry, rise to the top. And we rise to the top not with JK, but then we have examples and testimonials and people not only end their out of control behavior, they regain happiness in their life. They gain all the things that they have been missing. They get all those things back and more, and they transform their lives. People go like, oh, it just started with them ending their out of control behavior with pornography. Yes, all right. Woo, what a fucking rant. Guys, I'm gonna stop, all right? Sweating in my car, gonna start my day. Discipline your thoughts, figure out your what, figure out your why, and then take massive action. And for each of those things, gentlemen, I have tons of videos, I have podcasts on that. Whenever you're ready to speak to me, to work with me, to be part of a tribe of winners, a tribe of rebooters who are ending their out of control behavior, all you got to do is schedule a call with one of my reboot strategists. And you'll find that all of them are like me. All of them are men who pull themselves up from fucking nothing. And they're all somebodies. They all don't have to do this. All right? Speak to them. Let them guide you. Figure out if this is a good fit for you. And maybe I'll be speaking to you soon. I'm JK, your brother in the struggle. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'll speak to you later on in the week.